Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Age channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury assured that he doesn't know when his next fight will take place. I don't think anything about it. Now the main thing is that this fight gets a date and a place. It really matters where the fight takes place and how much money I earn. I will make everything else easy anyway. It's hard to say anything about the fight now, because I keep reading the news that the announcement of the fight will take place next week. I'm still waiting for the next week, but it seems like tomorrow will never come. We'll see what happens next week, Fury said in an interview. The promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, Hearn, aims to bring his work together with former UFC champion Francis Ngannou in the future. We would like to be involved in Ngannou's career. Probably the fight with Anthony Joshua is one of the biggest fights that can be done in any sport. Of course, there is also a fight with Tyson Fury for Ngannou. I don't want to talk much about what was said. A personal conversation can be more productive than a conversation with an agent or a lawyer. I called Francis and said, I just want to know. I am contacted by various people who say they present Francis Ngannou. Just tell me who I need to communicate with. And he answered, with me. I really like it. Ngannou needs to deal with a lot of issues. The path on the wild coast of boxing much more thorny. It seems to me that he wants to create a team around him, with whom he can make sure that they will successfully swim across the ocean and realize their potential to the maximum, Hearn said. As you know, the former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has recently received a lot of criticism in his address because of the choice on opponent for the next fight. Despite this, the promoter of AJ Hearn claims that the fight of his word and American Jermaine Franklin can take place on pay-per-view. The announcement of the fight will be next week. The likely opponent is Jermaine Franklin. I think it's a great fight. It may or may not be a pay-per-view, Hearn said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Hearn, the promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, responded to people who criticize his word for a possible fight with Jermaine Franklin. According to Hearn, Anthony had just lost twice, while undefeated WBC champion Tyson Fury had a fight with British veteran Derek Chisora in the last fight, and the fans took it normally. On the one hand, they say Joshua is psychologically taken to pieces. On the other, Franklin is a terrible opponent that Anthony will take apart in 3 rounds. Then, Jermaine beat Dillian Whyte, but it's a terrible fight for Joshua. All these people are absolutely mentally abnormal. Jermaine is a very difficult opponent to return to, and all these people contract themselves. Because when Anthony was going to fight Tyson Fury, they said he can't afford it in the first fight after defeat. You just saw the #1 heavyweight who defeated Deontay Wilder and Dillian Whyte fight Derek Chisora. This guy, Anthony Joshua, has just lost twice to a contender for the #1 heavyweight title. He found a new coach and will be back in the fight with Jermaine Franklin. But suddenly, it's a terrible fight for everyone. To hell with them all. That's all I can say about it, Hearn shared. British UFC heavyweight Tom Aspinall believes that former promotion champion Francis Ngannou should enter the boxing ring against Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury if he gets the opportunity, because it will have a positive impact on his career in any case. However, as for Ngannou's chances of winning, Tom doesn't have a positive look. I think these are good fighters for PR, money and other hype, but what about the chances? Everyone always has a chance, especially when it comes to heavyweight, but I think in the case of Ngannou, it's about a very, very small chance, Aspinall admitted. It's just very difficult to boxing with someone who is a real expert in this matter. For us MMA fighters, boxing is only a small part of our game, integral but only a part, and clean boxing is something else entirely. This is a separate sport with all consequences. I really think that such a step would only benefit his career, and he definitely has a chance to win. But to tell the truth, I don't think this chance is particularly significant, Tom added. Malik Scott, the trainer of former world heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, is optimistic about the fight against Andy Ruiz. The WBC has appointed Wilder's fight with Ruiz as the final eliminator, but so far the boxing teams have not agreed on a fight. Nevertheless, Scott claims that the negotiations are continuing and promises fans this mega fight by the end of 2023. Of course, negotiations are underway. There is always a dialogue with Deontay Wilder. He is one of the biggest stars in boxing for a reason. Naturally, I can't get too deep into the details, but I will say that we had discussions. We had a lot of options at the moment. As I said, Andy is one of them, but there are others. However, I think that their duel will take place this year. I don't mind telling you that, and no one knows what will happen next. Let's see what happens. It all depends on Deontay Wilder. We will sort it out when the time comes, Scott said. Malik Scott also is confident that his word will not experience problems in a duel with Andy Ruiz because of his fighting style. Andy Ruiz seems to be made for Deontay Wilder, and I will tell you why. The fact is that Ruiz likes to chop. History shows that if you stand in front of Deontay Wilder, you will be shocked. We respect Andy, but he doesn't pose any danger to us. If Ruiz becomes the next opponent, then so be it. Now Deontay is a different animal, a different breed. He has learned to channel his energy in a positive direction. A disciplined Deontay is a problem for anyone. No one can handle its power. He is the hardest hitting heavyweight we've ever seen, period. We're working on some things, coming up with a strategy. We know what we need to do. We understand that Andy has problems with disciplined fighters. You can't afford it with Deontay. We know that Ruiz, being smaller, will try to shorten the distance. When he gets close, we will catch him and make him pay for it, Scott said. American heavyweight Michael Hunter shared his thoughts about the possible duel of his compatriots and competitors in the royal division of Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz. We have a long skinny toothpick and a short marshmallow. Andy Ruiz's experience will make itself felt in this fight. He thinks a little more in the ring than Wilder, but Deontay has an equalizer, height, and with age he bangs to find his distance a little better. I think it's a very exciting fight. They are both powerful punchers, Hunter said. Recall that the WBC has appointed a final eliminator between Wilder and Ruiz, but the boxing teams are in no hurry to agree on the fight. The head of the Golden Boy Promotions company, Oscar de la Hoya, believes that former world heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz can knock out Deontay Wilder if he catches him with a knock-10 punch. It's a good fight. I love Deontay Wilder. He is one punch slasher who can knock you out with any hand. But Ruiz is a fighter who looks at him and thinks, no, you can't beat me. What's Andy doing? He defeats the very best. Ruiz knocked out Anthony Joshua, and it was the biggest shock of the century. I think Andy Ruiz can do the same with Deontay Wilder if he catches him. Deontay is different from Joshua. He's a smarter, more passionate fighter. Deontay is smarter than Joshua. He can use the distance. He has a powerful jab, a strong right hand. The only thing that bothers me is Wilder's jaw. So, if Ruiz catches him, he will put out the lights. Everyone knows this, but Andy needs to catch him, De La Hoya said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.